Okay, am I live? I think I'm live. Okay, so we don't have anybody on here yet. I'm kind of hoping that that might change. I didn't really announce. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I didn't really announce that we were going to be doing a live until probably a couple of hours ago. I said, "Oh, hey, I didn't let anybody know." So, couple of things. So it's just me here, apparently. So I'm just going to keep talking, and hopefully, you folks will catch the replay of this. I'm going to try something a little different. I've really been enjoying doing the lives. I like doing them. I like the interaction. Well, not so much today because it's only me, apparently. All right, but I'm going to try to do something a little different. I usually take a coffee break every single afternoon about 3 o'clock, and I thought, what a great idea for doing a regular live. So I am going to try something new. Oh, Miguel, hi there, honey. Oh, you can only listen. Okay, well, that's all right because it's just us. So I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to be doing every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm going to try to commit. I am not good about consistency. I'm not. I have to admit it. I am going to try every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 o'clock to jump on here and just do a live chat. Maybe we'll talk about things. Oh, and Vita, well, hello there. Oh, and Gail, hi. Oh, everybody's jumping on. Oh, this is wonderful. Anyway, as I'm saying, I'm gonna try to commit at least through the month of January and see how it goes. I am not good about being consistent. It's probably one of the reasons I'm not monetized yet because I'm just having fun. So every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to try to do at 3 o'clock a coffee break live at 3 o'clock Eastern time, 3 p.m., not 3 a.m. So there's that. All right, I got a little note here too. I've got a little note. Yeah, so I'm going to try it through the month of January, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how I've done so far, and I may continue, I may not. You guys let me know. 72 degrees in Texas. Who knows? Miguel from Who Knows? It's 72 degrees in Texas. Do you know what it is here? It is 26, and it is a frigid 26 with an Arctic little breeze. So that's what's going on here. I'm also working on doing 83. Oh, Gail at 83. Oh, see, if I could live with summer year round, I would be so happy. I'm working on creating an email list. I'm doing all of the setup stuff. I'm investigating and what's the best route to go because YouTube, I know they delete my subscriptions from other channels that I don't go into all the time. I forget. I get caught up with my favorites, and then I forget, and then it's like, oh, I got to go in, and by the time I go back, they have. Oh, you're sick? Oh no, Gail. I hope it's not serious. Yeah, we've had crazy weather here too. It was 50s. Oh, we just had a package delivered. You guys just heard Gerard bark. It's one of his rare barks. Anyway, I'm working on doing an email blast because YouTube takes it upon themselves to unsubscribe me from folks that they think I'm no longer interested in. And I know that they do the same thing with other folks. So I am trying to do an email blast. Oh, thank you, honey. Yeah. Mitch got my package for me. To do an email blast that's just a quick, hey, new video announcement. And maybe down the road, I might develop it into a full-blown newsletter, but we'll see. I'm awful lazy, so I don't know. We'll see about that one. The other one, I want to take a second here and ask if you've not subscribed. If you're a viewer and you have not subscribed, I ask you to please go and do that right now. I was looking at my analytics, and a full 75% of my viewers are not subscribed. I would consider it a great favor. Yeah, see, Gail, they do that, don't they? It's not just me. They do it to everybody. So I'm thinking I want to do a quick email blast for those that want to sign up for it. I don't have it together yet. And obviously I need something that's kind of an automated. I know MailChimp. Is that what it is? MailChimp? I know that they've got a good service. I don't know. I'm still sort of in the investigating phases. So the subscribers, I ask that you please go and hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching the replay of this, please take a second and go in and subscribe. It would really help. Really, really help. Okay, so you guys know we got a boat. Hey, Misha Lee. All right, so you guys know we got a boat, right? We got a little boat. Today, was it? No, not today. Yesterday. It was yesterday, right?
Yes.
Do you want to be in this shot?
No, I'm good. Yesterday, I know what you're talking about, but yes, something happened yesterday.
Anyway, the woman that we bought the boat, we didn't buy it. She gave it to us. Sent us the plans, the original plans for the boat. She sent us VCR tapes, VHS tapes? VHS tapes. And even funnier, the box was pretty big and I couldn't figure out what is, she must have really packed it. She sent us a VCR player to watch the videos on. I had to crack up. So we know that the boat, for a fact, is at least 20 years old. It was 2000? Going back to August, we saw logs, like a summer log of what to do on the boat. Somebody, the builder's notes from August of 2000. So we know that boat is at least 20 years old, and we do have the builder's name now, and his address was even on there. His address was on there, so I may do a little bit of cyber stalking. Oh, Linda! Hi, honey. How are you? Is this the first time? This is not the first time you've joined in on our lives, is it? No, I don't think so. Anyway, welcome. Welcome. Glad to see you. So we did get about where I'm thinking I'm going to do a little bit of cyber stalking. I always tell people I know how to stalk because I am an ex-wife. Anyway, we're thinking about just giving him a call and briefly asking him, how old is the boat? What year? When was it built? I'd like to know that. But it looks practically brand new. This boat looks practically brand new. Mitch got me good. He got me good. Let's see. What else do I want to tell you? Oh, you guys, we have some cute little ermines around here, running around here. They're the little, well, they're not, they are cute, but they're not good around chickens. They're like little minks. They're little weasels, and they're white with a black tip on their tail. We have two. One has a black tip and the other one does not. They're chicken killers, so they can't stay. But they're awfully cute. They're awfully cute. Oh, you're organizing spices. What else? What's everybody else doing? I know Miguel is driving, so on who knows, so he can't text or write or whatever. He shouldn't be anyway. All right, so Linda, sapphire, diamonds, and pearls. She's organizing her herbs and spices as you listen. Good girl, good woman. What else can I tell you? Oh my gosh, did you guys watch the Speaker of the House votes last week? What drama. Oh my gosh. You can't make that stuff up. Mitch and I sat here watching it.
Politics at its finest.
Yeah, politics at its finest. Yeah, and there was a lot of politicking going on. There was a lot of it going on. So in any event, we've got a new Speaker of the House. But there was actually almost even a fist fight. There was almost a fist fight. I was like, these are grown people. These are grown people. Oh, Gail, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Oh, Gail, how many chickens do you have? Yeah, Misha, it was very uncivilized. It was, I mean, all of a sudden we're sitting here, we're just watching, we were just watching it. It was late. It was late. We almost didn't sit up for it because I was like, I'm not really that into politics that much. And then we were like, let's watch it. What the heck? So we've got to speaker the house at any rate. And I've already asked you to subscribe. You guys, something funny happened. I didn't know this. I didn't realize I got to show you. It's funny. I've always kept my mayonnaise in my pantry out in the garage. Never had an issue. Never had an issue. It would freeze up in the winter. I bring it in, thaw it out, it's fine. Well, Linda just got back from grocery shopping, $125. Herbs, spices, pecans. Oh, pecans and walnuts. Oh, sounds like you're going to make something good. $125 though. Isn't it crazy what the prices are doing? Do you know that I just paid for the cheap Walmart eggs? I just paid for a dozen almost $6. They're not even the good ones, those nice farm whatever eggs. Oh, Mrs. Debbie LW. Well, welcome. Welcome. Good. I'm so glad I'm not sitting here by myself talking. I was kind of afraid that was going to happen because they didn't really announce it. The only shopping, okay, Misha Lee says it's bad. The only shopping I get to do anymore is groceries. I know it. And I don't want to go out and be in people land. Mitch laughs at me every time I go to Walmart. He says I come home exhausted. It's the energy. It's the energy, I'm telling you.
Yeah, people are soul suckers.
People are soul suckers sometimes. But then you get the days. Where there are just cute kids and lovely people and everybody's friendly. I like shopping then. All right. Oh, you guys, I got to tell you guys something. I just tuned in. Do you guys know who Simply Jan Homestead is? She and I are friends, and I went in and popped in to see one of her latest videos. I was absolutely floored. Absolutely floored. We all know that there's drama going on. I saw that, Misha. I saw when you stopped in to visit her. That looked like so much fun. She cracks me up. She just cracks me up. But anyway, I was watching her one of her latest videos, and you guys all know there's drama going on in a lot of YouTube. You know what I mean? And a couple of channels and bigger channels that are just, for a while they were just duking it out, and I couldn't even watch it. But I watched her channel, and this is bringing me to the point. I know it's hard for me to get to my points. I know. And then there's one channel. What is it? Pure Living for Life. They were, because of cyberbullying, they were just driven right off of YouTube. And I didn't realize it was that bad with YouTube stuff going on. So there's sort of, and I don't usually get into, movements and, causes and all of that. Sent a box of rotten food to, so Miguel says one YouTube creator has it out for another and sent a box of rotten food to the one. Now, see, I didn't know about that. See, it's just, I don't know what is going on. I don't remember seeing this stuff or hearing about it, but at any rate, I guess a lot of the creators are taking January as a month to bring some attention to the cyberbullying. Pop on over and watch Jan's video because Pure Living for Life, their story is really shocking, really shocking. There actually is an organized group that are stalking them. They're setting up fake accounts. They're threatening them. They actually left YouTube. They actually left YouTube, but they're back. They're back, and they're not taking it lying down. So, go watch Jan's video on cyber stalking, cyberbullying, and then go watch them. Go watch their video. It is eye-opening. They have the comments turned off, so you can't say anything, but they're asking creators, whether you've experienced it or not, to please do at least one video in the month of January, which I am going to do because it's important. It's important. So, and it is, some of the pettiness going around, it's just shocking. It's just shocking. And it's been such a positive experience for me. I've met only really lovely people. I've had none of that issue. We've all experienced the negative comments, but for Mitch and me, we sort of took that as a badge of honor. Oh, we're getting hate comments. We're here. We've arrived. So that's kind of what's going on there. Go and see. Yeah, go and watch their videos. And Jan, I'm sure you're probably going to catch the live here. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you because I wasn't aware of all of this. Yeah, Misha, it is terrible. Misha says terrible. And then Miguel, who knows, if things get out of hand, charges can be filed, etc. Of course, that takes energy. Yeah. And, they had a child and their child was being used, an infant was being used for this to continue the cyberbullying and all of that. They were doxxed and publishing it. Okay. They had this whole big file and a whole site. What would possess somebody to do that? I don't know. And Linda, sapphire, diamonds, pearls, buying eggs in bulk is the best way. They last more than 90 days. And I'm speaking from experience. Well, we have a neighbor. Our neighbors are very much supporting each other right now. Most of us have chickens. Except I have chickens, but they're freeloaders. They're geriatric freeloaders. They don't lay anymore. So, and we've kind of made a pact that nobody on this road is going to charge more than $3 for a dozen eggs. And we're just buying from each other. And somebody asked me, what kind of chickens do I have? I have a white crested Polish. I have a New Hampshire red. I have a little bantam that looks like an Americana. And she lays blue eggs. When she was laying eggs, they were blue. And then I have, I don't know what she is. I don't know what she is. She looks patterned. She looks patterned, like a coppery patterned, and she lays brown eggs, light brown eggs. All right, I got to back up. So somebody had asked me that. I think, Misha, you asked me, what kind of chickens do I have? And Miguel, who knows, I had 2 subscribers or the same one under different name threatened to leave my channel if I continued to be subscribed to someone they had a beef with. I said, happy trails. How sophomoric. Do you know what I mean? In fact, when I was a sophomore, I don't even remember behaving like that at all. That is just crazy. It's all jealousy, yeah. Oh, you're in the parking lot, so you're safe to text. Well, good. Good to know, Miguel. I wouldn't want that on my conscience just because I was lonely and decided to do a live. and Linda is in the city. A sister can't have no chickens around this place. Ah, well, that's sad. Well, and chickens are noisy. Chickens are noisy, but you know, you would think that that would be sort of along the lines of having a right to food. You know what I mean? Because to me, I mean, when we were in New Hampshire, when we lived in New Hampshire, we lived in Farmington, New Hampshire, and right in town, we had one gentleman that had been in his family home that was about 200 years old, maybe older. And he had a full-fledged, full-blown farm. Goats, sheep, chickens, a cow. It was crazy. It was crazy, right in town. Nobody said a thing to him. It's how his family lived for centuries. And then Mrs. Debbie LW, your neighbor has chickens and gives us eggs. See, isn't that wonderful when you share? When you share. And we do that with our garden. We do that with our garden. If our neighbors need something, we supply our neighbors across the road with, you know, all of their catnip. And why not? She watches our chickens when we travel. He said he started adding oats to their feed and they lay more. Really? Oh, isn't that interesting? We give them cat food sometimes. If it's really cold, I'll warm it up and put some water in it, and they'll have nice warm cat food. And I guess the extra protein helps them. Was there any success?
No, you just wanted to go out and play and chew sticks.
Checked his Facebook page.
Exactly.
That's what we call it, because his best buddy across, Gerard's best buddy across the road, he comes over here all the time and he leaves a message for him. And then we have the battle of the messages, and we call it checking his Facebook page. Yeah, Misha Lee, I agree. I'd be happy to see all of that stuff go. We don't want that. None of us. All right, so Miguel, he has two Who Knows? He has two Barred Rocks, one Buff Orpington. I love Buff Orpingtons. Aren't they sweet? You have a Bantam Rooster and a Silky Rooster, 3 Silky Hens, 1 Easter Egger, and 1 Easter Egger Silky. Hers turned out to be a Roo, and then another Easter Egger. Yeah, see, you got quite a few. We are, with the way that the world is going right now, and we're a little concerned about food shortages and definitely the price of things, we are seriously considering getting more chicks in the spring. Seriously considering it. We were trying to phase out of chickens because we want to travel. But we got to take care of ourselves. So there may be chickens in our future again. That'd be fun, though. I wonder if we'd be able to get fertilized eggs.
I'm not going through that. I'll spend the money from Paul's.
Okay, he's not going through that. Okay, I just thought it'd be fun. But Mitch wants none of that. All right, so yesterday, your neighbor, Misha Lee, gave you whole grain bread, and you gave her sugar cookies. Isn't that sweet? And then you said, oh, Jan MB Heritage Farm has a video that says to give chicken pepper powder in the water to help lay eggs, to help with the egg. Can you hear my mouth? It is just not working. So I hadn't heard that about pepper. I had not heard that at all about pepper. And Mrs. Debbie LW, you give him oranges in the winter and peaches in the summer. My girls love watermelon. They love watermelon. They love berries, all kinds of berries.
Cooked vegetables.
Yeah, but they're really They particularly love watermelon in the summertime, you know, when it's ice cold. And Linda at Sapphire Diamond Pearls, I'm still listening. I'm prepping dough to bake Brett 6 loaves because she's not doing this next week. I plan on sleeping 2 days. Page Family Homestead got me so hooked on making my own bread. I know it. I have learned so much from Peggy Jean and Andy. She just was an amazing mentor when I first started doing YouTube. She hopped right on, and yeah, they know a lot. Yeah, I know. I miss Peggy and Andy too. They've got so much going on. I'm so glad Andy's, kind of pulling out of it, but he has so many, emergencies. That must be so hard to deal with. You know what I mean? But he's looking good. He's looking good when we do see him. Oh, Margaret, hi, welcome. Glad you jumped on. I'm just telling you guys, I was so glad when I first logged on here, I'm like, oh, it's just me. It's just me sitting here for having a coffee break all by myself. Oh, you guys, I was telling you about my mayonnaise. I forgot. See what happens? I had never had an issue. See, here's the thing of mayonnaise. It's been frozen. Okay. It was out in the garage. Okay. But look, I've never had this happen to me with mayonnaise. Can you see it? Can you see? Isn't that crazy? It's separated. It's separated. Isn't that bizarre? I thought maybe I could shake it. I know. Maybe I could shake it. I actually thought about getting my immersion blender out to see if I could remix it, but I don't think that's going to work. I think it's a goner. Yeah, see, Margaret, you just got the notification now that I'm live. Yeah, see, and that's why what I was saying earlier before you hopped on. I think I'm going to be putting together an email list, just a quick blast that says, hey, new video alert, or hey, I'm live in 10 or whatever. I'm still investigating it. If anybody knows, I know about MailChimp, but I also know that there are others, and maybe they're better at doing a listserv sort of thing. And maybe down the road, I might develop it into a full-blown newsletter, but, we'll see. We'll see. Because I already admitted how lazy I am. And if it's a lot of work, I don't know. Okay, so for those of you who missed it, I am going to try to do a coffee break live every Tuesday and Thursday at 3:00 Eastern time. Yeah, Mrs. Debbie LW. Yeah, that mayo does not look good, does it? I think it's a goner. I had to laugh. I've never had it do that. But, of course it would. It's egg and oil, and I wonder what that means. I wonder what's in the Dukes that it didn't separate. I've never had it do that before.
Probably a different type of oil.
It could be a different type of oil. Yeah, maybe they've changed or something. I don't know. Well, I didn't freeze my mayo on purpose, Linda. I have a pantry out in my garage. I have shelving out there, and it's not climate controlled just yet. I've never had it freeze like that. I mean, it thaws and then it was fine, but this one was not fine. Oh, you tried 3 different brands and none of it worked, right? Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? So, and that's the other reason is, I used to make my own mayonnaise when we had chickens laying a lot of eggs. It was a great way to use the mayonnaise. Great way to use the mayonnaise. No, great way to use the eggs. See what's happening to me. I make my own mayonnaise. So if we get chickens in the spring, then that's something I'm really looking forward to again, is making my own mayonnaise. It's not difficult.
You have a video of that, don't you?
I do have a video of that, an older one. Yeah. All right. See, I have to make a note now. Excuse me. Pardon me for a second. To link when we're finished.
Okay.
My pen has suddenly not decided to stop working. My pen is no longer working. My pen is not working. Well, we have a crisis in the middle of a live video. My pen doesn't work. I'm in a crisis. And he's not even moving.
No. I'm participating. There we go. See, I just participated.
Oh, there's Mitch.
I just participated.
At one point, we were out to about 3 years.
Misha,
Oh, for stocking up. Yeah. You know, Misha, you were in the military. You were a military person. You know, I'm sure you remember sometimes that if they decided you owed them money, the paycheck would just disappear.
or you get transferred and
Or you get transferred or whatever. Yeah, and I don't know. I just grew up that way. My grandparents, you know, the money disappeared and it scared me. We had children, animals, you know, it just scared me. And of course, like I just said, I grew up that way. My grandparents they had a homestead and they raised 100% of their own food. If they didn't eat, you know, they're back in those days, back in the 1800s. Well, not my grandparents, but their parents. They grew up that way and continued to live that way. Yeah, I remember a house full of animals. I mean, a yard full of animals, sheep, a cow, a horse, pig, chickens everywhere, geese, ducks, and giant vegetable garden, a couple of giant vegetable gardens. So I don't know. I like a minimum of a year. I like a minimum of a year. And that's why we're doing the big pantry out in the garage. It's the size, well, it's the size of our whole one room.
when it's finished, it'll be 12 by 12.
12 by 12 when it's finished. And he's working on it. Oh, in fact, I ought to put a video up. We've been documenting it, but I haven't done anything with the footage yet. Maybe I should do that. What do you think? You guys interested in seeing our pantry? The progress of it? Exciting times, huh? So yeah, I like a good 1 to 3 years. And in fact, I have a lot of things out on the shelf that have a 20 to 30 year shelf life. So, Misha wants to see the progress. My mouth is not working today. Isn't that an unusual thing? Yeah. Oh, Misha, the shelves. Oh, I'm going to have a whole wall that is nothing but cookbooks and bookshelves. Yep. And oh, I'm so excited. We're going to have, well, we already have 4 or 5 big shelving units.
Yep.
And we're probably going to have at least double that. So, because, well, you know, you guys know when you're all, oh, Linda wants to see you. Okay, so I'll do that one. I'll do that. Oh, and then Mrs. Debbie Elda. Okay, good. So there's a consensus. All right, next video. I will put it together.
Is there a quorum?
There is a quorum. I know. See, we've got all of this congressional Robert's Rules of Order going after watching the drama last week. Oh, just doing our best. Hi, how are you? Welcome. We've just been sitting here chatting. I'm so happy to see everybody here. I really am, because when I first logged on, I thought, uh-oh, it's going to be just me. So what are you doing today? Just doing our best. What are you guys doing today? I know Linda at Sapphire Diamonds and Pearls. She's organizing her herbs and spices. Drinking coffee. Drama on YouTube. Say it ain't so. I know, how unlikely. I hadn't seen it. I don't pay attention to that stuff anyway. But then all of it seems like lately, poor behavior is just everywhere, all over YouTube right now. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think it's necessary. So, what else did I want to tell you guys? I had a little list going here. Oh, I told you guys we have little white ermine, right? Yes, I did.
That's your mother's self.
Oh, where is Gerard? Your presence is being requested. Excuse me, I'll be right back. Just a second. I'm just going to go pick him up. Oh, I swear. There he is. Right there. Right there, baby. Oh, and where's Frankie?
He's asleep.
He's asleep by the wood stove. What do you think? Oh, Daddy's going into the kitchen. He thinks there's food in there.
Yeah, just Daddy wants some tea since I'm out of beer.
Oh, you're out. He's out of beer. Oh, you just got home from work and fed the animals, just doing our best. Yep, that's part of it. And Frankie is laying on the floor. Oh, somebody said, "Hi, Your Majesty. Just doing our best." He is a cutie pie. Oh my gosh, he did. He did. He loved his oh, I can call you Squirrel. Awesome. Yeah, he ate, he had some of his you have a comment on here, my love.
I'm sorry. Well, I would, but you're not here.
Well, we didn't buy any either, so he finally finished it. That one's that particular batch has been around for a few days. Oh my goodness, Mitchell. In case those of you who don't know, Mitch is my husband. He is Mr. Tiny Retirement. What are you doing down there? Did you want to come back up? Did you want to come back up? You think I'm eating something? I'm not. All I have is separated mayonnaise up here. All right. So for some reason, I don't have a full screen. What does that mean? I don't know how to make it a full screen. I'm missing comments. All right, so we have some weather coming. And Mitch has been out there trying to secure the Dragonfly. Dragonfly is our boat. Making sure she's nice and covered. And apparently it's going to be in, what's it going to get down to tonight? What is it, 15? Like 11? So it's not going to be very warm. And I'm not happy about that. So, oh, I didn't finish it. I didn't finish telling you, Misha. Yeah, he had his hearts and chicken gizzards and hearts and all of that. He loved them. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine eating them, but Gerard loved them.
Daddy.
And Daddy loves them. Okay, did I get everybody? I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, so we know our next video is going to be a pantry update, and it's still not finished, but it's not that far away.
Yeah, next paycheck I'll put in the ceiling insulation.
Yeah.
And then once the weather gets warm, I can put the foam boards up. So
Yeah.
I'll probably make the door after the insulation.
Yeah. Paycheck to paycheck. You know, we don't want to go into debt. That's not the point of going tiny. A feast. Yuck. Yuck. Icky. Okay, so I had something in my head I wanted to ask you guys, and now it just went right out of my head. You know what? Where do you guys get your chickens? When you order baby chicks, those of you that have them, where do you get them? Mine have either been rescues or I got them from Murray McMurray. You know what, Margaret? Margaret is asking, do we do extreme couponing or anything like that? You know what? I used to when we had kids in the house. And yeah, Mitch is laughing because he knows what I'm about to say. We used to shop. Most of our shopping was done at the commissary because back then it used to be much cheaper.
And double.
Well, they would take all my coupons. Okay, you know how most places will take just one coupon, you know, one single coupon. Well, if I had 5 of the same coupon, I'd use all of them. Okay, I would go, and I used to drive a Suburban back then. I had a Suburban because we had kids, dogs, so I needed a bigger vehicle. It was not uncommon that I would take that Suburban, lay all the seats down, and that bugger was stuffed to the brim. And I would have so many coupons and do the sale shopping that sometimes I would come home with money in my pocket that they gave to me. Remember those days?
Yep. To the brim, like $300.
Yeah, I mean, I'd come home with like 100, 150 bucks. So can't do that now, but it's just the 2 of us now, so we're good. Oh, you incubate yours every 2 years. Yeah, well, Mitch has already put the kibosh on that one. He doesn't want to deal with all that mess.
I'll be doing it, not you. I got enough stuff to do.
I know it. Oh, Margaret lives in an apartment, so not allowed farm animals. Oh.
Just name them like we did. They're your pets.
Yeah, just name them. Call them the pet. I wonder if you could get away with that.
So why not?
I wonder. Yeah, we use the commissary. We've got a couple of them within like an hour and a half drive.
Yeah.
The good one, the really good one that's even kind of close to us is down at what the heck is the name of the base down there?
Hanscom.
Hanscom
Air Force Base.
Hanscom Air Force Base. That's a really good commissary, but that's one of those that when I really need to stock up, I'll go down, spend the night, soak in the bathtub, because we don't have a bathtub here. Make an event of it. And then I get up in the morning, go do the shopping, and then come home. Case lot sales. Absolutely. Absolutely. I used to see, and that's how it's easy. When you're shopping like that, it's easy to have a few years, 2-3 years worth of stock up.
I don't know if they do that anymore.
I don't know. You know, I don't know if they do case lot sales anymore. I don't. So much has changed. Oh, they do there? Yeah, Misha says that they do.
Oh, okay.
Out in Kansas. So maybe I've just missed them. Maybe I've just missed them. I wonder if I could get on a newsletter or something. I wonder if I could do that. We're about to need to make another trip up there.
Yeah.
You know, up to Bangor. We usually go up to Bangor. I like to get things like cat litter. Yeah, it's become fewer. Maybe that's why. Oh, they never had case lots where you are, Margaret. I just wonder if they don't happen very often anymore. I just wonder if I'm missing it because I don't go up there all the time. I don't shop weekly.
The only bases we go to are Air Force, and the ones we used to go to were Navy at Thompson, and they used to have them, but that's Navy. So.
Oh, it might be different branches. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe different branches.
The Army and Navy might have them, but Air Force may not.
Yeah, I know. But we're about to need to make a trip up there anyway because I like to get our cat litter. Is quite a bit less expensive. Trash bags, tinfoil.
Yeah, that's all ridiculous.
Yeah, it's quite inexpensive up there. Some things are not, though. Some things are not. I'm trying to now, for the life of me, I can't remember what, but. Oh, it's an active duty base. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That could be the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, because ours are not.
Bangor's a Air National Guard base.
Yeah, so it's a little different.
Yeah.
So that's a little different. But they are helping. You know, it's worth the trip. It's worth the trip if, you know, we really load up. You know, just going up once a week or even monthly, you know, it might not be that economical, but we just pop our back seats down and fill it up and come home. It's just the two of us. Oh, yeah, Mitch says, yeah, that's probably why. That's probably it. Yeah, it's worth the trip. It's true. It's true. And because it's federal. Okay. All right. Here's one of my biggest issue about something that's going on here in Maine right now. Our governor, I don't know how she was able to do this, or maybe it was the Congress that did this. They have outlawed plastic bags. Okay.
And then you got to pay.
And then you have to pay. They give you these little itty bitty shopping bags that you have to pay for. The paper bags. Okay. It's crazy. You go to the commissary because it's federal. You can get bags, paper bags.
Plastic.
Plastic bags. See, my mouth isn't working. I don't know why that bothers me so much. I don't know why it bothers me so much. You have to pay 5 cents for a bag. Let me show you the size of the bags.
Probably that's the small one. You make one look big.
Seriously, let me hold it back here so you can really get a good look. This is a little bit smaller than the bags that they sell you, but not by much. 5 cents. And of course, you know where they go for us? You all know what cats do.
Well, that one I didn't
10 cents? Misha paid 10 cents at her son's Walmart. It is, but they don't have as many organic selections. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I think it's all about being economical and budget. I don't think that they're worried so much about health. I don't know how else to say it. I don't really mean they don't care about health, but I don't know how else to say it. I heard it's coming to Colorado where my sons live too. Blue states. Yeah.
Not like it's a renewable source or anything.
I know. Remember the days? Do you remember the days when, okay, here's what makes me laugh. You guys all remember way back when they were trying to save the trees? And so you couldn't get They were frowning. That's why plastic bags even came into being. And now it's just the opposite. Now it's like, oh, the plastic is so bad. Well, who of us didn't know that back then? To wooden type utensils. There are, okay, so folks know what I'm talking about in the replay. We're talking about plastic bags and straws. They aren't used there anymore. Wow. Yeah, but I just remember, I can't remember if it was like the 70s or I don't remember. I don't remember when it was, but that was the big thing, you know, how many trees they were killing. Well, of course, now the whole paper industry, at least here in Maine, is just taking a tank. And here they use paper straws now. Yeah, I remember, you know, eons ago, the straws were paper. The paper straw. Well, what happens? I remember the paper straws going soggy. Remember that? You know, you're trying to drink your Orangina, and next thing you know, you've got like little soggy straws in there. Oh my goodness, I'm cracking myself up with the soggy straws. Okay, so I have put my poor mom. My poor mom is eating. Oh, it's much sturdier paper now. I don't really use straws, so. So I put some meals up for mom right now. For some reason, pork is on sale, and she's on a pork phase. Oh my gosh, you guys! Do you know what my mother did? Do you know what my mother did? I gotta laugh. I've got to laugh. She went through her freezer. She sent me a text this morning, said, I just went through my freezer. I just threw everything out. She threw out all her food. And I asked her, well, why did you do that? Because it needed to be done. I need to catch you guys up on mom. She's been going back and forth to the doctor. We're having a real problem with her blood pressure right now. Right around Christmas time, she started going downhill again. And come to find out, she thought that the blood pressure meds gave her diarrhea. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know. But she decided not to take them. And so, of course, her blood pressure went through the roof again. And so did the behavior. No, Margaret, that's, can she move in with you? First of all, no. Well, we live in a tiny house. It's a 1-bedroom cottage. And
she wouldn't anyways. We tried that.
We tried that when we were in New Hampshire. Yeah, when we had the big house, and she wouldn't leave. That was one of the factors that we sold our house in New Hampshire to move home back here to be closer to my mother. The thing is that when my mother goes downhill and has her meltdowns, I am public enemy number 1, and she gets violent with me. So no, that's not something that's going to happen. And we don't have room here anyway. And I can't live in that house. She's a smoker. I have terrible asthma. So that's just, you know, the way it is. I wish it wasn't, but we just do the best we can do. We just do the best we can do. But, you know, today she decided she was going to throw out her food. Cleaned out her freezer, her chest freezer. She has a little chest freezer, 2 of them. Well, she cleaned one of them out. It needed to be done, you know. You guys got to see Mitch's face. I can't move it. Sorry, guys. Well, he's got an expression over there anyway.
Another expression, all right.
Misha asked me how far away my mother is. She is 8 miles away from me right now. She is in the family home that I own now. She's living there. My grandparents built it in the 1934.
Yeah, early 30s.
Early 30s, anyway. And she's still living there. And
she lives 6.7 miles away.
6.7 miles. Okay. So she's really close. She's really close now. And that was, yeah, I do, Misha. I cook all of her meals. And today she's going on a pork kick. So she's got a lot of pork. I put 7 meals up for her. One was a roast pork and pork chops.
Yes. Baked stuffed pork chops.
Baked stuffed pork chops. She likes that. So, yeah, I do mom's meals. I can't. She's going to burn the house down. And I needed to also make sure she was eating. I think she forgets to eat. I think she forgets to eat sometimes. So I check to see what she's eating. What did you have for lunch? Casual conversations. So, oh, pork and sauerkraut for New Year's for good luck. So she must really be trying. I don't think she likes sauerkraut, but she likes cabbage.
Yeah.
What is it that we do on I forget, we were living in Indiana. Speaking of sauerkraut, the sweet and sour cabbage on Dingus Day, the first Monday after Easter. No, I don't. I have one sister. Margaret is asking if I have any siblings that she can go with. And the answer to that in general is no. I do have one sister, which is a long story. I'm thinking on whether I should, like hang dirty laundry out there, family laundry.
Yeah, no, you just say she's not a very good sister or daughter.
Well, she's not a very good sister or daughter. So, and the last time, the last time that it was about 15 years ago, 10 years ago.
Whenever we started taking over.
Yeah, it was like 10 years ago. The last time that my sister was with my mother.
We thought she was taking care and handling everything.
Yeah, I thought my sister was taking care of my mother as she aged, and it turns out that was not the case. And she wiped out my mother financially. So, and that's the reason that Mitch and I just take over. We're taking care of my mother. Yeah, I am scared, Margaret, of her living alone. She's so trusting. Like last week, she went with someone. She asked someone to take her to the store. And the next day, didn't remember. Didn't know her. So we're going to be looking into cameras. We're shopping for some cameras to put in the house so that I can keep an eye on her. Things that will notify when there's movement. We have security cameras around our property, but yeah, so we're going to be getting cameras in there. Okay, Linda. Linda she's got to run an errand. All right, honey, you organize those spices and herbs. Busy lady, busy. Were you able to return the treats? I actually forgot. So, yeah. Yeah, and that's another reason too, Mrs. Debbie LW. It's good that you live close to your mom. I wish my mom was still around to spend time with. Well, first of all, I'm sorry that your mom's not here. But that was also one of my reasons for wanting to move back home. One of my factors. I've been gone away from home since
the big war.
Since the big war. No, when I was 17, a senior in high school, a bunch of girls and I got together and rented a little apartment just for the fun of it. We were all 18. I was 18 my senior year, and 18? No, I wasn't. No, I was not 18. I was 17. And then I turned 18. Okay, anyway. And we got a little apartment in town. Well, then I went off to college, and then just never, I never moved back home. So I've been gone for a lot of years. And I thought it would be nice to live closer to my mom, to my cousins. I do have cousins.
Well, that's why you bought this place.
Well, that's why we bought this place. Yeah, we had the land. We bought the land so that I could have a foothold here. Kansas to Pennsylvania. Yeah, see, and that's for a long time. Mitch and I were in the Midwest. We were in Indiana and then Michigan. And then we moved back. And even when we moved back to New England, we were still hours away. Listen, Margaret said, oh, so in other words, you were 17 like 5 years ago. You are so sweet. You're my favorite subscriber now. No.
I know where all my beer went to.
Did you hear that, Margaret? He said, now I know where all my beer went to. No, you guys, I'm going to be 60 on my next birthday. Isn't that shocking? I'm just shocked. How did I get to be 60 years old? I didn't think I'd still be alive at this time. I thought I'd have died long ago with some of the crazy things. All right, you guys, we've been on here for over an hour. I think it's time to wrap it up. I've got to go warm up some supper for us here. So I've got to go warm up some supper. So let's say our goodbyes. Oh, you think I'm your niece, about 50 years older? Well, I hope that's a compliment. I'm going to take that as a compliment. 60 on my next birthday. Oh, I got to do something big. Let's plan that. Let's do a giveaway. It's got to be something big.
Well, it can't be your mother because she's tiny. So.
Give my mother away. Oh, she's a ball full of you never know what. Yeah, well, that's kind of true. Well, I will admit that one. I don't even know what I'm doing sometimes. All right, so you guys, let's say our goodbyes. So let's say our goodbyes. I'm going to end the stream now here. I'm so glad all you guys popped on and joined us, because I seriously thought I was going to be sitting here by myself. Share if you want. Make sure you guys all hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Spread the word. Go check out Jan's video and then go see Pure Living for Life on their YouTube.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable. Mitch and I sat here and we were just getting mad. We were just so angry for them. So anyway, you guys all have a great evening. We'll talk to you on Thursday. Thursday at 3 is my next live. I don't know what we'll talk about, but we'll find something. We'll have a nice cup of coffee and we'll talk. You guys have a great day.